Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. If you're here for the first time, my name is Shemaine, and I wanted to give you some tips about how to find bliss. This is going to be a quick, short podcast. That's interesting, though, when you say podcast. I was just doing a podcast with somebody, and I had my makeup and hair done, and she didn't have the lighting or anything. And I said, "Oh, is this audio only?" And she said, "Yeah." And I went, "Oh, man." So it's interesting now that people say podcast. Is it a video podcast or just an audio podcast? 10 years ago, podcast was only audio. All that being said, I thank you so much for being here. Good afternoon, Brad Hall from Minnesota. Let me know where you are watching from and via which platform, on Facebook or YouTube. Got banned from Twitter. Yeah, but I will repost this on Instagram. And I got to tell you, the reason my inspiration for coming to you live today is because I just did a podcast with somebody who was asking me all these questions for her podcast. And I'm like, I need to tell my people this. So there are tips, I believe, in finding your bliss. She asked me, how do you, I'm going to be 59 in like 6 weeks, maybe less. July 15th is my birthday. And she's like, what do you do? What are your aging tips? And I said, it's that old saying is finding your joy, being happy on the inside. That's going to show on the outside. However, there's a little bit more to that. And I'm going to give you the tips right now. So number one tip to finding your bliss and being happy and healthy is to detoxify your life. Not only getting rid of chemicals in your food, but take a look around your house, your room right now, where you're sitting. Do you have anything with, the Glade or any kind of scented candles or potpourri, or do you use fabric softener? A lot of people discount that, but I'm telling you, if you want to feel more energetic and get a better night's sleep, get rid of the fabric softener, get rid of toxins in your life. And I truly believe this is one of the things that has kept me healthier, is to get rid of all that stuff. And I had no choice, because years ago I got sick and almost died from toxic mold. And I became my own investigative sleuth. Like, what other things in my life could I change to be happier and healthier? Because, girl, if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter how much money you have, doesn't matter how many followers you have on Instagram or whatever. You've got to take care of your health. That has to be the number one most important thing. So number one tip is to detoxify your life. Get rid of the chemicals in your food. If you're not sure what's in your coffee creamer and you buy the fake, coffee creamer, look at what those ingredients are. Look them up online and find out if there's any side effects for them. The closer we get to God food, the closer we get to the hoof, the ground, or the tree, the better and the healthier we will be. Oh, what did I say? I want to use that. Closer we get to the hoof, the ground, or the tree, the healthier we will be. I'm going to have to use that again. So eliminate toxins from your life wherever possible. Okay, number two. Find the thing that makes your heart sing and you'll be happier. Now, I know I have had many, many, many jobs in my life. I don't know how old I was, but one of my first jobs was working at Taco Bell. Yeah, I did everything at Taco Bell, from cleaning the floors to making the tacos I did everything. I was a hostess at an Italian restaurant when I think I was 16. I've waited tables. Oh, I worked at a pizza place. I can go on and on. There are some parts of our lives that we all don't like so much. So if you're in that season right now of your life, find some pockets of time, whether it's on the weekend or get up an hour earlier or later or whatever, and find the thing that makes your heart sing and do it more often. Whenever, think about the times that, especially when you were a kid and you're running around playing, the times that I'm playing, jumping around on the trampoline with my grandkids, I don't look at what time it is. I don't see how many likes I got on a post. I don't listen to TV or radio. I am totally immersed in being the grandma that can do the backflip. It lights you up. to bring joy, not only for yourself, but for other people. So that brings me to the next tip that I can give you to find your bliss is to exercise. This friend that I was doing the podcast with, she said, well, what do you do? Like, what is your health regimen? And I said, well, I do feel blessed that I enjoy working out. I've always loved to work out. I've always been active since I was a kid. I used to race motocross. I swam competitively. I was in almost every sport: gymnastics, basketball, volleyball, track. I played the flute. That's a whole nother story. But I did things. I was always active. And I think that is very helpful, keeping your mind active, but also your body. So if you don't love exercise, find something that you do love to do. Go for a walk, take your dogs for a walk, offer to take somebody else's dog for a walk. And the more times you're immersed in doing the physical activity of stretching and moving your body, the less you'll have aches and pains, the more energy you'll have, and the happier you'll be, leading to finding your bliss. And then one last tip is spending 4 minutes. You know, a lot of people, I wrote this book. Where is it? I'm going to reach back and get it. 4 minutes to happy. And I think it's really important. This friend said, well, how does 4 minutes work? Well, if you've never started an exercise program or you're too busy, you're in that season, especially now where, you know, kids are graduating, you've got this party to go to and that party. And thank goodness we can go to parties. Remember a year ago, we couldn't. We can go to church now. We have so many things on our list of to-dos. Maybe you don't have time for an hour workout. I don't. I have to make a commitment to myself that I'm going to basically spend 4 minutes. I got to get started. And if I set aside 4 minutes a day to even stretch my back and do some calisthenics, I will be happier and healthier. And I think that's really important too. So, okay, I told you this was going to be a short and sweet podcast, video podcast, Facebook Live, whatever. I'm going to look at a couple of your comments. So somebody from Finland, we were in Finland a few years ago. Gosh, I think it was about 5 years ago. Ted did play in Finland. Long time, not too long ago. I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago. So yes, I love Finland, and I hope that we can travel soon. Turn off the news, crank up the music. Yes, that's true. And Greg says that. Thank you, Greg, so much for being here. Oh, I wanted to leave you with one last thing, a quote, a Bible verse. So this really accentuates how important it is to take care of your health and why you should. So in 1 John, I'm going to have to do it, guys. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Sorry. So in 1 John, no, see, it's good I have my glasses on. 3 John verses 1 and 2. Beloved, I pray that in all respects you may prosper and be in good health, just as your soul prospers. I think it's so appropriate right now that we have to take care of our health. So finding your bliss is really a three-pronged approach: mind, body, and spirit. You got to be healthy inside and outside. Exercise your body, but also take care of your mind, take care of your spirituality, pray. And I think it's really important to find the thing that makes your heart sing, and you'll be happier and healthier. All right, guys, have a great Thursday. Oh, good for you. Greg won $5,000 on Mother's Day. That's awesome. Good afternoon from Oregon, says Tammy. And Tina says, I'm singing all day. Half of that, I add some dancing. Good for you, girl. That's the best way to live your life and to find your bliss. Like, don't care about what other people think. At least start out with 4 minutes. And 4 minutes can lead to 10 or 20 or 30. And you'll be happier and healthier. All right, guys, I'd appreciate it if you would share this, because I've been suppressed. So share this with somebody, because it might just be the thing that they need to see to change their life. All right, guys, I'm on social media here on Instagram, and you can check out more videos. You can go to my website, ShemaineNugent.rocks. I got a documentary coming out soon pretty soon in the next month or so, writing a couple books. So always going. But I love it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that you're here. I hope you have an amazing day, everybody. Bye for now.